Hey YouTube,
Hey,
Jimmy and
Millie.
with Boots and Bows Outdoors. Been a while since we put out a video.
Just a little while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
been some very trying times for us lately.
Yes.
Haven't,
Well, it started with some exciting times because in June, I retired,
yes,
though I still work part time.
yeah,
And then in August, Jim retired. Yeah.
yeah,
So that was exciting.
yep,
And like 5 days after I retired, the world fell apart for us.
pretty much,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much. Her sister and brother-in-law had not been doing well for a while. They were both diabetic, and unfortunately, it caught up with them. They apparently were not doing everything they were supposed to be doing. So if you're out there and you have diabetes, please take care of yourself. Do your medications and
Follow doctor's orders.
Yeah.
Now, I can say the last year or 6 months or 9 months or whatever, that was not just they didn't take care of themselves at that moment. Their issues were a culmination of years of not taking care of first their diabetes and then their renal failure. So it was kind of a mess. And starting in June, my sister started having amputations.
yeah, and it pretty much went downhill from there. And
For both of them, ultimately.
yeah, we lost Mike, her brother-in-law, Denise's husband. Was it the 8th of December?
It was, 8th or 9th, yeah.
It was the 8th of December because on the 9th of December, we lost my truck.
The truck died.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was coming
Yeah.
home from a shooting competition and on the interstate, and motor just locked up. I just had the oil change recently. I don't know what happened. It just had locked up.
Well, it was 18 years old.
Yeah. Actually, it was a lot older than that. Was it?
No,
No,
it was
18,
18.
yeah.
We
I
had
had
it
17.
for 16 or 17.
Yeah, 16, 17 years. And I miss that truck. I mean, it was ugly. It was beat up. You know, the women in my life put a lot of dents in it. Yeah, right. And but I mean, up until that time, it ran good. I got out, I walked out, I started, air conditioner blew cold, radio played. I was good. And it coming home, all of a sudden, it just started running bad. And an idiot next to me on the interstate would not let me get over. And by the time I was finally able to get over to pull off the side of the road, the engine locked up on me. And I tried a few things and just could never get it to spin. And it had almost 170,000 miles on it. So I mean, I did get my money's worth out of that
Absolutely,
truck.
absolutely. But it is really hard to have a camp and be working on a camp, building a camp when you don't have a truck.
Right.
Because my Versa did not do the trick as far as getting supplies here. It would get Jim and I here and the 2 dogs.
Right.
And then our clothes and our food, and that was it. We couldn't get any supplies. So, and then in addition to all of that, we were once my brother-in-law passed away December 8th, then it was decided that my sister, who was still in the hospital
Right.
from multiple amputations by this point. By
Right.
this point, she was a double amputee.
Yeah.
And she seemed to be doing okay. And it was decided that she would come and live with us because she could not go back to an apartment alone.
Right.
We didn't really want, at 58 years old, for her to be in a nursing home or a skilled nursing facility. So Jim was generous enough to agree. And we had just had a room in our house renovated, our den. We live in a small house in the suburbs. and it had gotten destroyed with Ida, Hurricane Ida, and we had kind of tried to work with the insurance company, and of course we didn't get enough money to fix it, so we didn't get any money, so we didn't file a claim because we weren't going to get any money out of it without fighting too much. So we had just saved up our money, and we had just had that room redone.
Yep.
And so we had decided that this room, this den that was kind of an offshoot of our house, it was connected to the kitchen, the bathroom's around the corner. My sister couldn't even get in the bathroom at this point. That she would have this room, and it would be almost like a little studio apartment.
Yeah, it's like 14 by 14.
So I bought a hospital bed,
Right.
and we decided what furniture she was going to take with us, and we were making all of these plans. And the next thing you know, her health just plummeted.
Yeah.
So she ended up passing away almost December 28th, almost 3 weeks to the day from her husband.
Yeah.
And it was devastating for me to have lost my only sister, my only sibling, and we were very close. So I've been having a really hard time just getting motivated to do anything.
Yeah.
And it's still very hard. So we hadn't been up to the camp.
Yeah,
We couldn't come.
The couple of times that we did come, we were in Millie's car because my truck had died, so there was no saying we'll bring a load of lumber or some insulation or anything up here, because once you get Millie, I, and the dogs in the car, you got a little trunk to deal with. She has a Nissan Versa. So
I like my Versa though. It works for me. It works.
So you put our clothes in the trunk and ice chest with food, and it's pretty
You're
much-
done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's filled up.
Yeah.
So we were, the couple of times we did come up here was just mainly to cut grass.
Right, right.
That's about the only thing that I would do. I'd come.
Got to fly.
I know that
It's a gnat or
a
something.
gnat or something came in.
Country.
Country stuff.
Outside. Outdoors. No, just teasing.
Um,
So yeah, that was
yeah,
really hard.
So it was just, we come up here, cut grass, and kind of hang out a little bit, and then go home. But now I got a new truck, bought a GMC Sierra. I'll do a video on that, do a little review
It's
video.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's really, I decided, normally I just get a kind of basic truck, but this time I was like, you know what, just may very well be my last truck, especially if I can keep it as long as I kept the other one. So I went all out. I didn't get a Denali. That was just, it was a house note
Well, when
and a
you
half.
consider this truck was almost what we paid for our first house.
Yeah, the house note, the actual truck note is more than we paid on our first house note.
Right.
Like,
That's okay. It's short term. It'll it's in the
we'll
budget.
be able to pay it down quick.
It's in the budget. So that, because we knew this was coming.
Yeah.
So we had planned for this, even with the retirements and everything. We knew that he was going to need a new vehicle, and then maybe possibly before I quit working part-time even, we might get a nicer car than the Versa, just so that we can carry around more grandkids.
Yeah.
Because we still are at 6. We have 6 grandkids. They're getting old enough that the 3 and 4, the 4 oldest ones love to come to the camp.
Yep.
It's a handful though. You can't get any work done if they're here.
No.
No work done.
No.
You're just dealing with, chasing kids around and whatever. Jim will insert some pictures of the boys playing. About a month ago, 2 months ago, we came up with the boys.
So, yeah. Like
With 2 of the boys. So he'll insert a couple of pictures so you can see them playing outside.
Yeah. Oh, they absolutely love it. We have a 4-wheeler that they love for you to take a ride. Take them for a ride on the 4-wheeler, and then even if you're not riding on a 4-wheeler, they just go sit on it.
Like, hello,
Yeah.
come on.
So it's
So to give a little recap for anybody that may not know our story,
right.
our camp is on 15 acres in Mississippi.
Yeah.
It is not our land.
No.
It belongs to
My brother.
Jim's brother. When they bought it, they said pick a corner and you can have it. His brother's wife and I are like best friends. We are best friends, and so it gives us this really nice social aspect. So about a year after, and the land was pretty torn up when they bought it.
Yeah.
With a single wide trailer on
It
it.
was a single wide trailer that was in
Bad shape.
deteriorating condition. I mean,
Yeah, it was deteriorating. It really was. But it had running water. We have a well, so we had running water. We had hot water.
And we had a bathroom.
And we had a bathroom. So that was important. And there's electricity. So there was even electricity to that. So we had cleaned out.
Well, actually, the first few times we came here, Big had built a pad for us to put tents on, and we camped here. And we decided that we're at that age where, no, I need something between me and the ground. A luxury hotel would be nice, but at least some sort of bed.
And I need a bathroom. In the middle of the night, I have to tinkle.
Yeah.
And so that was a problem.
Yeah.
So we did a couple of nights in a tent, and then we were like, oh, this isn't. So we convinced them to clean out the trailer. So we cleaned out 2/3 of it,
Yeah.
boarded off the last third because it was really too bad.
Yeah, it was in bad shape.
So we had a place to sleep. We had air conditioning. We had running water. We had everything we needed.
Yep.
And then,
And then
was it 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
2 years.
I think it's 3 years.
Really? I thought it was 2.
I think it's 3. 3 years ago.
I don't know,
3 years
look at
ago.
the very
Very
first
first
video I put out. We had a tornado came through and literally wiped everything off the frame of the trailer except for the kitchen and the bathroom. It was gone. So that's when we decided we'll go ahead and put the cabin up right here, and they give us a place to sleep while we work on that. But Big wasn't having that. He turned that one, the kitchen, and then next to the kitchen was like a bedroom. And then the bathroom. Well, he and I worked on that, and we got that bedroom going for them to sleep in.
But we didn't have a place to sleep.
We didn't have a place to sleep.
So that's when we went with the shed, shed to house.
Yep.
And there is a builder or a company in Foxworth, and they come and they build it on your property.
Yeah, I also have a video of that too.
Yeah, that's out there as well. And then my son had joined in and said, well, if you're doing this, make it a little bit bigger and I'll put in some money so that we can have 2 bedrooms. And I am glad we did that.
Yeah.
Because we have started having people come, like the grandkids.
Yeah.
Coming up, and
sometimes
a parent.
A parent will come with the kids.
Right. But we haven't gotten very far, at least not in the last year.
No, we've been doing it a bit at a time. I mean, it's
as the money's there, and
yeah,
and as the help is there, because sometimes we need some help doing some of these things.
Yeah.
So our progress last year for my birthday, which is in March, so last year, I asked the kids for T111, which is what was going to be put on the ceiling.
Up there, you can see it behind me.
Yeah. So they did. They gave me 10 sheets of T111, and it took me until the fall to paint it. As you see, I missed half a sheet.
Yeah, I was wondering.
I don't know.
You got a half a gallon over there.
I have more than half a gallon. I don't know what happened. They were standing up, and I think I kind of, they're heavy, so I kind of pulled, and I saw like this part of it that you can't see in the camera is painted. So maybe I saw that and thought the whole thing was painted, but I must have run out of paint because I did it in 2 different times.
Yeah.
So the boys came up after Thanksgiving, and they put up the ceiling. And it wasn't until March that Jim and I were able to get up here and actually see it.
Yeah.
And we're so thrilled. And so this weekend, we did some work.
Yep.
And he'll show you pictures. We insulated the last third of the cabin.
Right.
And all we have left are the walls in the bathroom and a couple of like just little sticky spots.
Yeah. shove some stuff in.
Yeah, and there's
It-
like some
and
skinny
it's-
spots in the walls
Yeah, and it's
too.
pretty much inconsequential even if we don't get
Yeah.
insulation.
So
in there.
it's, except for the bathroom, is done. So like, I think 2 more containers of R13 for the walls, and then I think we'll be done. So, but we did all of that, and then when we come up,
Which R30 has doubled in price.
yes.
I was in shock when I went to go buy 2 bales of it to finish up the ceilings in here.
2.5 years ago, it was $75.
Yeah, and this time it was $150.
150.
Absolutely nuts.
Crazy.
No.
So we did get that, and next time we come up, we will have more T111. We will probably have 10 more sheets
Yeah.
and more paint, and I will spend the next visit, at least, if not 2 visits, painting. And so I have put in a request for the boys to come back up and do the rest of the ceiling, and hopefully by May we will have the ceiling finished,
Yeah.
which would be great.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's progress finally,
Yeah.
you know.
And we start working on walls. Need a plumber.
We need a plumber. Yeah.
You need somebody that can put in a septic system. So if you know anybody in Mississippi and area around
South
Columbia,
of,
south
yeah,
of Columbia,
south of Columbia. Let us know in the
yeah,
comments.
we need somebody that can put in a septic system and run pipes on me. I know how to do plumbing. I can't do it anymore. It's just too much.
So we need somebody to rough in the plumbing inside
Right. And we
and
already
put in the septic.
We're actually attaching to Mississippi Ponderosa's place. He's got a line run out for the water for us. We have a well, and the guy came out to change the pump on the wellhead, and he told him that we had plenty enough water and plenty enough pressure to run both places on it. In fact, he said we could probably run 3 places on it, I think he said. So, but if we can, just need to get somebody to come and put a septic system and rough in the plumbing for me so we can get a tub in the toilet and all of that in here. And
Because I'm still using my Lowe's bucket
yeah,
in the middle of the night. I'm happy to have it.
Yeah.
And we do go next door.
yeah,
They now have 2 bathrooms,
right.
and they don't have hot
But
water.
it's not like having your own.
No, we really want our own. I really want to be able to take a shower in my own cabin.
Right.
The bathroom that they still have hot water in is the old bathroom, and the floor is
Yeah, I'm scared to go in that bathroom
saggy.
because it's like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna fall through it.
But that is they are working their way back, and so that will be the last thing that they renovate, and it'll be within, I don't know, maybe it'll be at least 6 more months.
Yeah,
Maybe Thanksgiving
yeah, it'll
this
be a little
year.
bit.
Yeah, I don't know. So, because again, they do things as money comes available to
Right.
do it. So,
So yeah, we got some work done this weekend. I'll swap y'all around and show y'all the work mainly Millie did. I kind of helped her out. I started helping her. I got on the ladder, was putting up some insulation. I have knee problems, so getting on ladders is hard for me. And then I have, as you can tell, I have sinus issues. And so I was breathing open mouth, and fiberglass got into my throat, and I about choked to death after about 3 bales, not 3 bales, but 3 sections of
when I put it up,
fiberglass, and it's like,
I wear long sleeves, long pants, gloves, and then I have a gaiter on because it messes my neck and my face up. It's still all tingly. And then I had goggles on top of it
Yeah.
to keep it out of my eyes because it falls into your eyes. But then all of that is really hot, and then you breathe and you can't see. And so thank goodness we only had a little bit to do.
yeah. And the fiberglass, it might give me some irritation for a little bit, but for the most part, it's just I'm gonna brush it off and I'm good. It was just inhaling it almost killed me, and then after I climbed down from that ladder yesterday afternoon, walking was quite painful. So let me turn y'all around and show y'all what we did. Okay, so this is the ceiling that we did. None of the ceiling here up to this can had any insulation. Put all of that in. The walls, we in this area back here, this cabinet area, are going to be future laundry room area. Had no insulation, and we got a little creative. We had a bunch of pieces of R30 that were left over, and you can't just shove that in the wall because it's too bulky and it'll just push your walls out. So we just kind of peeled it and separated it and put one half at the top and a half at the bottom. So we've got R13 on the rest of the walls, and then half R30, so it's R15. I have no idea, but we'll go with that.
The walls are R13.
Well, it's all R13,
Oh.
but you ripped it in half, so I'm saying it's R15.
It is R15. I'm sorry. You're right.
So, and then again, we did the ceiling, and it really has helped out quite a bit. I could feel it as we were doing it, that it actually insulated in here. And this, the ceiling that was put in, I don't know if I had shot any video of this before. My son and one of his friends came in and they were able to put this
Corey
up.
too.
Corey,
Son-in-law was here.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the bathroom, we still have to, the ceiling is insulated, but I didn't want to start putting in a bunch of insulation here until we got the pipes roughed in, which I'll probably end up putting insulation in depending on how long it takes us to get the pipes in, just so I can have it insulated, and then we can just pull the batting out and rough in the pipes. It's really not a big deal. Just won't put walls in until that's done. Okay, so that's the work we did. Actually, shot a little bit of a video of Millie putting up some of the tile. I'll tell you, I bought one of those little pancake compressors and a pneumatic staple gun, and that made her life a whole lot easier, because a lot of this other stuff, she was doing it with the stapler. You had to squeeze the handle, and it was killing her. So now that I got a pancake compressor with the gun and the staple gun, and she was able to just go to town, boom, 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 and hit those the insulation up there. It was great.
Yeah, worked well.
Yeah.
All right.
So
That's it.
That's it.
We'll give you another update when we get some more sealing up.
Yeah.
And if we find a plumber,
Yeah.
that'd be great too.
Yeah.
There's so much we can do. We'll be after the T111. Then we'll be buying a bathtub and a toilet, so we have it here ready. And gradually, just every time we come, have one more thing. It fits in the back of the truck, and we can get here, and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
We need countertop too, because we already have our sink.
Yeah.
And so as soon as we're just gonna start like really on the ball. Now it gets really, really hot over
Right.
the summer, and that does slow us down.
Yeah. But I think being able to work, if we can get stuff prepared outside while it's still kind of cool, and then just be able to work inside, especially now that we've got this much insulation, we can get the bathroom insulated. It'll be a lot cooler in here.
We have to replace one of the air conditions. One
Yeah.
of the air conditions
Yeah.
is not
Yeah, it's blowing
blowing
lukewarm
cool.
air.
Yeah. So we have one air condition to replace, and we'll do that too, so that during the mid part of the summer we won't swelter.
Right. Yeah, because it can get into the 80s in here.
Inside, well, even
Inside.
more, I
Yeah,
think.
I don't
We're
know,
in
but-
the 90s sometimes,
Yeah.
but like with the
but
air
with
running,
the air on, it gets quite warm in here. So
it does. But the insulation definitely has helped. We noticed a big difference. For a while, we had tarps up to cut off the cabin, like cut it in half.
Right.
So we will only, but now we have kids coming, and so
Right.
there's no cutting it off anymore.
No.
Like we need all of our space. You get a couple kids in here, and We even brought a TV. Oh,
Yeah.
that's our improvement too. We have a
Yeah.
TV with a DVD player. We thought we were going to have internet because internet broadband came out to the area, but it doesn't reach our cabin. Like
Yeah.
it reaches Ponderosa, but it doesn't reach ours.
Yeah.
So we're either going to have
Have
our,
them put a separate line in for us because they thought the wireless from Ponderosa would reach here, but he's got tin roof on everything.
like all the way around.
Yeah, and even has tin on some of the walls. So I think that's real because, like, cell phone reception. If I'm in his cabin, cell phone doesn't work. I step
Right.
out on the porch or I come over here, I have cell phone service.
So I'm really pushing for us to go ahead and have internet put in here too,
I have no problem with that.
because we do like to stream.
Right.
We do like it,
And I mean, eventually at some point we might do live streaming where we would be able to do it here.
and there's some work I can do here.
Yeah.
So if I had really good internet, right now I don't even have good internet. Like we have to leave a little early today so I can get home and finish our taxes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I could have done that here, like with
Yeah.
a computer, but I don't have really good internet.
Right.
So,
Well, then, unless
so
we
that's
go-
what I'm
go sit-
pushing for.
Unless we go sit in the truck and
We sit in the truck with the
got
Wi-Fi,
Wi-Fi.
the
Yeah.
hotspot. Yeah,
the truck has Wi-Fi, so.
I did think about that, but no.
Yeah.
So anyway,
All right. Well, thank you all for watching. If you could, subscribe, throw us a like.
if you want to see our progress,
Yeah. And
remember, this is a camp for us. This is a weekend, and as of right now, we're every other weekend.
right.
Some of that might change with our schedule. It just depends. We try and come up when Ponderosa comes up, so
Yeah.
we're all up here together. But occasionally, Jim and I have come up by ourselves
Yeah.
and done some things on our own. So I try to accommodate his air gun schedule. He shoots competitive
Competition
air rifle.
and,
So
an air pistol too. Yeah, and so the heavy competitions that I do right now are on Wednesdays, but I do
Well, that's
do some
good.
do
Yeah.
do some Saturday shooting too. But so there's two of the Saturday competitions I really like to shoot, so I try and go to those. But if I have to miss one every now and then, well, it can kill me. I might cry a little bit, but
it's a nice getaway.
Yeah.
It is a nice getaway. So and it's nice being with family, because we are learning that we really need to treasure
yeah.
the family that we have left.
Yeah, I've lost both my siblings years ago.
His other siblings,
Yeah.
not this sibling.
Well, yeah. This sibling is actually a nephew.
Right.
But we're like 5 years apart. My sister and my brother were much older than I. And we grew up like brothers, fought like brothers, did everything together. So it's why we just call each other brother instead of, I don't think he's ever said Uncle Jimmy.
And then now we're with the kids wanting to come up. I just had them fussing at me because now they're getting old enough to ask, and so they're like, we
Yeah.
have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and going on 2. Sort of. I don't think that's right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can't keep up
Anyway,
with it.
I mean, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah,
We got
that
three
works.
boys and 3 girls.
We have 3 boys and 3 girls. So now they're asking to come to the camp. And Riley looks at us, and I said, "Are you coming to camp with us, right?" And he goes, "We're going to shoot deer, right?" And I'm like, "No, not at this camp.
Yeah,
I don't know what camp that is, but not at
his
this
other
camp."
grandpa has a hunting camp, and they
So they were out with their Nerf guns. They're like 4. He's 4, Connor's 3. They were out with their Nerf guns hunting. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I thought it was quite cute. He'll put pictures in about that. So yeah, now the kids are asking, and so somebody was asking for a cousin sleepover, and I'm like, oh my God. Okay, how many air mattresses do we have? So we'll see. I did buy some new air mattresses.
probably most importantly is to get Rusty up here.
Yes.
We come up here and he and Remy Ponderosa.
He's like, can you see him back there?
If I can get, he's back there. He's just sacked out.
Yes, because they go crazy.
He and Remy Ponderosa's dog, they just, I mean, go nuts. They run constantly, play. They're in the woods, and in fact, we're home. It takes him until about Wednesday to recover from when we get home.
Yes.
He's just like complete camp hangover. Just kind of lays down in the air conditioning at home. It's like, oh, that was so much fun, but I am so worn out.
So it's really important to get him up here too. He really needs that exercise.
Yeah.
He really does, and
Yeah.
that socialization.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we actually had to, because we went for such a long period of not coming up. We actually sent him to doggy daycare,
Yeah.
so he could get some energy out because
He's a golden doodle, so.
and he knocks the kids over. The kids are about his height.
And he absolutely loves them, and he wants to go and lick them and love
but he
on them.
gets so excited.
But he's just so big. He's 85 pounds. He almost knocks me over.
And I think he's gained some weight since we had him fixed.
Yeah.
I think he's filled out a little bit more, so he might weigh more than that.
Could be.
He's knocked me off my feet, and especially out here. There's something about out here. If I'm walking out in the grass on the land, he and Remy will come at a full run behind me, and then clip me in the leg, and I go out like I've fallen because of them. I'm gonna break a hip over the dog. I just know
Please,
it.
no, don't do that.
All right, I think we should end this.
All right, guys. Thank y'all again. Leave us some comments. We do like to read the comments,
Yeah, we do. It makes our day.
and we'll be putting up another one in the near future, not so distant as it has been. Like I said, it's just been kind of rough for us for the past few months, and we're just kind of starting to really get back on our feet now.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Bye.